Hello all, it's your girl Tiffany, Madam Luscious Black Beauty, your poetic psychic Pisces, High Priestess, aka the light that shines like a diamond, also known as your modern day nun, one who isn't within a coven, a convent, or a covenant. I do thank you all for listening and for watching on today. I hope everyone is doing well and feeling well. This is going to be one of my missing mystery segments, guys. I haven't been able to do one of these in a minute. Okay, so this is going to be a missing mystery. Okay, to provide police, authorities, the family some closure pertaining to this missing person here. Okay, I'm going to share with you information that I obtained pertaining to the case. Okay, and then I work in several different ways in order to find my answers. So I pulled tarot cards, clarifications. I also did a spirit reading, which I get direct messages from my spirit guides, as well as what I'm divinely, intuitively, information that I am given along with the information that is provided from, say, the FBI's website or any other information in connection to what is going on pertaining to the missing person here. Okay. First of all, I would like to give my condolences unto the family. Okay. I would like to say that I apologize for this unfortunate situation in which you all are dealing with, as well as anyone who was close to this young lady, who was friends of, family of, loved ones of, close to this person who is grieving right now in her absence. Okay. I also would like to say that the information provided, this is not based off of what I think, what I feel, my feelings. Okay, this comes directly from the information in which I receive. Okay, pertaining to the situation, I'm non-biased. As it relates to this individual, her family, her friends, her loved ones, persons involved, or anything like that. Okay. In no way any of the information that I'm going to provide is meant as any disrespect or harm unto anyone except for those of them in which who may be involved in this situation. Okay. So any other persons, the information provided is not in any way to be of any disrespect or to bring harm to or grievance to someone. Okay, although the information that I'm going to provide may be hard to hear or endure, but it is truth, it is clarity, and I want to provide this to her family, her friends, her loved ones, her supporters, as well as law enforcement, to help you all get some type of clarity in the situation, to get the truth of the matter of what happened to this young lady. Okay, with that being said, guys, we are going to get into this missing mystery. Okay, as always, I like to give you all an image of who I'm talking about pertaining to this missing mystery. Okay, so this young lady's name, as you can see here, is, I believe it's pronounced Rajah Adriana McQueen. Okay, she is from Cleveland, Ohio, and she has been missing since June 26th of 2021. Okay, the information that I am going to provide you as follows comes off of the FBI's website. Okay, I also want to show you, this is her vehicle. which, if I'm not mistaken, is a 2018 Nissan Sentra, in which she was last seen in before her disappearance. Okay? This young lady has black hair. She has dark colored or brown eyes. She's 5'6" in height. She weighed about 133 pounds at the time of her disappearance. She is female, and her race is African American and or black, whichever you prefer. Okay? Um, So, guys, okay, I would like to say the remarks pertaining to this young lady and this case is as follows. McQueen has ties to east side of Cleveland, Ohio, okay? And the details are as follows. The FBI Cleveland Violent Crime Task Force and the Cleveland Police Department are seeking information from the public regarding the mysterious disappearance of Rajah Adriana McQueen. She is a 27-year-old African American female. Miss McQueen was last seen in her 2018 Nissan Sentra at approximately 7:30 a.m. on June 21st of 2021 in the area of East 131st Street and Harvard Avenue in Cleveland, Ohio. Her car, however, was later observed being driven by another individual. This vehicle also had two bullet hole defects in it, one of which was in the top of the roof of the vehicle, as well as one in the rear passenger door of the vehicle. Sources say that the vehicle also appeared to have been altered in some type of way. The hubcaps had been removed, as well as the license plates had been removed. However, there was a dealer plate that was visible in the rear window of the vehicle. Okay, so that is the only information that has been provided for this young lady, Rajah Adriana McQueen. Okay, so I went into a meditative type of state to first come up with theories as to what I believed happened. Okay? Then I also pulled tarot cards on the situation, which clarified my initial findings pertaining to the case. I had three different theories of what could have possibly went on. When I first hear about a situation, my intuition shoots off. Okay, what's obvious, what's not obvious, what can be seen, what isn't being seen, type of thing. Okay, so I came to three main things, okay, that could have taken place. I said number one, does she have a boyfriend? Where is her boyfriend? Where is her baby daddy? Was she involved with someone, talking to someone at the time? And could there have been some type of altercation between them? Number two, because it was so early in the morning, the last time she was seen, I assumed that maybe she was on her way to work or something, especially since she was by herself. Okay, so I said maybe she was carjacked. She was robbed and carjacked by some hoodlums and was killed in the process. Number three, theory I had, she went missing for purpose. Something tragic happened to her. She went missing for purpose. However, right off the bat, initially, especially with as long as it has been, this is a young woman of sound mind and body, that I didn't feel had any issues pertaining to her own personal lifestyle as a careless, reckless type of lifestyle type of way. You know, you could assume other things if, say, someone was into drug use, or say someone was in the streets a lot, and if, say, some, you know, different things depending on what a person's life was about. So I didn't pick that up. So with her being gone away from her family, as long as she had, with no known problematic situations with her family, or if she has children or anything, I knew something else had to be going on. Okay, so with, like I said, with her being gone this long, my intuition told me automatically, and I do apologize for this information to the family, but this woman is no longer alive. Okay, so um I am going to go over, and I have here all of my workings pertaining to the situation. Y'all know I write down everything, and I keep a mental log of this. I literally have a whole file book of all of these that I do. Okay, as these messages was coming to me intuitively, I broke down my main three theories. I had to, once I get main theories of something that's going on, I need to disprove certain theories in order to come to one main conclusion of, matter of factly, this is what happened. Now I need to know who was involved, who she was around, who she knew, what else went on. Okay, this is how I work. Follow along with me. So in the midst of me getting these messages intuitively, I began to write. I was able to disprove two of the theories, and this is what I came up with. Now, remind you, this is before the tarot reading and before the spirit guide reading, okay? Because my spirit guide reading, like, even after I intuitively write this down, this is what I feel, what I sense, what has come to me intuitively. Then I have to go and prove it. So then I go and I write down a series of questions, which is the spirit reading, and I begin to ask my spirit guides directly. Is this this? Is this that? To get direct information. Okay? So this is what I have. Rajah McQueen, she knew something, seen something, or heard something that she was not supposed to. Something that someone wanted to silence her about. She knew the truth and had clarity on something that caused heartache and pain, sorrow unto her, as well would have been unto others if it had have been leaked or found out about. I also came to the conclusion that there was overwhelming feelings about what it was that she knew that was secret, that was being hidden. Okay? What she knew is what got her set up, is what caused her absence, her disappearance, which led to her being murdered, killed because of it. Thus, she is deceased now. At some point before this, someone tried to bribe her with money about what she knew, what she had seen, which was, the way it came to me, was a bullshit offer that was not even worth considering. Okay? There was a person who is a leader, person who would be seen as a person in power with authority, who in fact was the one who bribed her. Okay? What Rajah McQueen seen was this same leader, this same person in power, this same authority figure having sex with a young man and boys. Okay? This is something in which that individual who is involved became very upset about, very hostile and angry and very defensive about, and he came to the conclusion that Rajah McQueen had to be sacrificed. He planned, plot, and schemed, made the decision to have her killed. The man in power, he ordered a hit, essentially, out on Rajah McQueen. There were 3 young men who were paid to ambush her, okay, which they did, as they were instructed. Adriana was shot and killed to death to cover up what was hidden, what she knew, okay? Rajah was murdered, okay? I feel strongly, I specifically asked my spirit guides about this, which I'm going to get to the spirit reading in a minute. Like I said, she's seen something. She knew something that was secret, and she actually seen it with her own eyes. I believe she took a picture of it or recorded it. Where she hid that, where she saved that, where she put that, I'm not sure of. But she definitely knew. Like, she's seen it, and the person who was involved with doing what they were doing seen her as she went by and seen what was going on. Or she may have confronted this person, and this is what made them aware that she had seen this and she knew this, okay? But you have that information there. My spirit guides, my intuition led me to the fact that, like I said, Rajah McQueen has been murdered. Her body is in a manhole that's like underground, like some type of sewage system, and it's dark, and it's really filthy, and there's water in there. She could be partially submerged in some type of water in there. The manhole that I'm seeing is like those things. When I was younger, I used to call them Ninja Turtle holes, because of, you know, the little cartoon, the show, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But it's one of those. It's one of those circular, and I think they're called manholes. But those things can be lifted, and they drop down to underground, okay? Some of them have like stairs that goes down in it, in other like ways. The workers that have to go down there and work or do something with the sewage line or something like that, they have ways of getting down there. But I believe that this thing was open, was lifted up, and her body was dropped in there. She's in something like that. But I see a manhole. I know she's underground. I know it's like a sewage area because it's filth. It's nasty. It's like sewage through there, okay? But there's water through there as well, okay? And that's what I intuitively picked up, okay? So went on to the tarot, and then I did a spirit reading, okay? So I'm going to get to the spirit reading here in just a minute. Okay, guys. So this is the tarot portion of what I picked up here, okay? Now, we know that Rajah McQueen is a young lady. She came up in this reading as a knight, okay? I believe she may be an air sign, but she may be of another sign. She could be an Aquarius, a Libra, or a Gemini persons, okay? But that's who she came up as. And either she is an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, or it's the fact that she knew the truth about something, because you know the air signs are swords in the tarot deck. Well, right after the Knight of Swords here, can y'all see that? The Knight of Swords here, and you know the pages in the Knight, they could be either male or female here, okay? Obviously she's female. I got the Ace of Swords, okay? This talks about truth. This talks about clarity. This is the truth of something being revealed, Okay? This sword here. Hold on, guys. Let me... Just a minute. Let me fix this lighting for you all. She came, she knew some type of truth, some type of clarity about something without a shadow of a doubt. I knew that she obtained some type of information, found out something new about something that somebody didn't want her to know. She knew the truth about it, okay? Then we have the Three of Swords here. Either this girl's the earth sign here, or this is just pertaining to all the truth that she knew, okay? The Three of Swords talks about heartache, heartbreak, the truth that she found out, what she's seen. This hidden truth that she knew, it was heartbreaking, okay? Not only to her, but unto the person who was involved in it, who wanted to keep this secret, okay? Who made this decision to hurt her or harm her in some type of way, okay? To cause her heartache and pain because of this truth that she knew. I have the Ace of Cups here. This talks about extreme feelings, overwhelming emotions, okay? But this is any kind of feelings. This could be anger. This could be sadness. This could be sorrow, misery, pain, anguish here, okay? It sits right next to the Three of Swords, so we know that the person involved with her disappearance was very angry, hostile towards her, okay? And this saddened her. This saddened her about this person, because I feel like this person she looked up to or believed in. Okay, so it was appalling to her to even find out this. Okay? But because she knew the truth, someone calls her heartache and pain, sadness, loss, misery here. Thus we have the Tower. There was a major upheaval, a major shakeup, a catastrophic event that took place, which is what caused her disappearance and ultimately her death. Okay. So I clarified. That top row lets me know what's going on. She found out the truth about something, and that's what made her go missing. That's what got her killed. Okay? Truth and clarity about something that somebody did not want to get out, that they knew it would be a big deal, a problem for them if it got out. Now check this out. Watch how spirit work. I told you that this person, when they found out that she knew, whether they see them doing what they were doing, she recorded it, took pictures, or either she confronted this person tried to bribe her. But I want y'all to take a close look. Let me get this light closer. Take a close look at this card. You see these two men here? They're naked. They've been intimate with each other. Now, the other problem I have with this is if you look on the table, you see the milk and cookies. Who is intrigued by milk and cookies? Children. Little boys. So this person, she caught this person intimately involved with someone younger. Okay? Two men. It was the person who was in power and another person with some younger individuals here. This is the Four of Cups here. Okay? Now, the Four of Cups usually talks about someone getting some type of offer for something. This sits directly under the Knight of Swords. I told you this person tried to offer her something. She blew it off. She brushed it off. It wasn't even worth considering because she knew the truth. They thought that they could pay her off to turn a blind eye, to keep from leaking this truth, from telling this truth. But she was going to speak about this. Okay? And so this person came very defensive with her. He was hostile. He was mad. He was pissed off. This is the Nine of Wands here. This is a problem. You are an issue. You got to go. A sacrifice need to be made is what the Nine of Wands says. How I know it was somebody in power, somebody in authority? Because we have the emperor here. The emperor is someone who is a father or a father figure. The emperor is someone who is in authority, who is in power. Once again, guys, let me get this light closer so you can really see this card. If you look at this center circle, you see how his fist is balled up? He is pissed off. He is angry about this. You see the Masonic symbolism, the satanic imagery here, all over him, all around him. He is someone who is seen as someone that is a high official, someone who is in power, someone who is in authority. Okay, someone who other people look up to. This is an emperor. Someone who is seen as someone who is grounded, stable, secure, in control of other people here. You see that fist balled up right there? Oh, he was mad as hell. Okay, which is what the Nine of Wands showed you. He's the one who decided, look, something got to be done about the situation. He's the one that knew, hey, this is going to be a problem. This can be a problem for me if this information gets out. Okay? He was mad as hell about this. The Nine of Wands sits right up under the Ace of Swords. He was mad about this truth, this clarity that Rajah McQueen knew. He tried to bribe her at first about this truth that she knew. But she refused him, denied him something. Altercation went down. He became very defensive, very pissed off, very angry with her. And the Emperor sits right up under the Three of Swords. He would have been ruined if this had gotten out. So he decided to cause her heartache and pain because of this truth that she knew here. Well, who is this emperor in power? Because see, now I need to figure out. This person in power that's an authority figure, this could be a government official. This could be her boss at work. This could be anybody that's in power and is in authority. Then I got the Hierophant. Do you see? Let me show you how spirit works. Let me get this light closer. You see this man? You see how he's got the thing on up here at the collar like the priest? This is a pastor. Okay? Now look at his hands. You see how he's making the gun motion? He hired, and look at these 3 rings down here. He hired those 3 men to sacrifice her, to kill her. He paid them. These 3 men here. This is a pastor that she's seen doing this. Her pastor at her church, she's seen involved in sexual relations with another man and young boys. Do you see the gun sign he's making here with his hands? There is no reason for any pastor to be doing that at all. While you see him standing here behind the pulpit, you see him here with the collar on. This is a pastor. This is, depending on what church she go to, okay? Because she could have been Baptist, Methodist, Pentecostal, Church of God in Christ. She could have been Presbyterian. She could have been Catholic. She could have been any religion, okay? So, but either way, we're talking about a pastor, a reverend, a minister, a priest. They are all the same thing. A apostle, an evangelist. Okay? We're talking about a pastor here, a bishop. Whatever this authority figure here in power goes by. This is whom she's seen was involved in these low down dirty do-ins here. He's got that. He's doing his hands like this. He's making that gun symbolism, but he's doing it with his 2 fingers, so it's like this. He ordered a hit on Rajah McQueen. He solicited and hired 3 men to ambush her, attack her, kill her, and make her disappear, to keep these secrets hidden How do I know it was secrets? How do I know it was something low down and dirty going on with this? We have the moon. Let me get this closer for you. Show you how spirit works. The moon talks about things that are hidden, things that are secret, things in hiding in darkness, behind closed doors is what the moon talks about. But I want you to look at this card here and see where this girl is, because this is where Rajah is. You see how she's looking up? That is a manhole. This is underground. That's why it looks so dark. And do you see the filth and the nastiness in there? And you see how she's submerged in water? Rajah McQueen is underground in a manhole, in a sewage area. Look at this card. This is where Rajah is. You see how she's looking up? And it looks like, you see the little stairs right there that be in the manhole where they can climb down. The service workers can climb down there when they have to work. But this is the moon card. So you see the manhole is halfway open here. And it's showing like a symbol of the moon here. That's a manhole. Manholes go to underground, under the city. Look at it closely. This is water, disgusting water down here. And you see this gator down here. You see these rats down here. You see what other animal is that? Yeah, these gators and bugs, rats, all kind of critters down here. Even a wolf over here on this side. See this gator and this wolf. This is imagery of showing you who did this to her. Who put her down there. But you see how her clothes are ripped off of her. How blood is all over this woman here. She's in white, which stands for purity. But you can see the red that's all over her. That's her blood that has been shed. Look at the card. I'm trying to get this light as clear as possible for y'all to see this. Rajah McQueen is underground. She was thrown in a manhole and is underground in this sewage system line here. Okay? And this person here, I clarified this with my spirit guys. This emperor, this Hierophant is the same person. This person that's in power. He could have another position as well, like a position within the church, as well as he may have been some type of government official as well, or do some type of work or something as well. Like maybe he could have been in the military or something before, or he could hold another position here. But he is a part of a secret society as well. Okay? Now, let me show you this. Okay? Now, this is art here. This shows, well, this card says art. Okay? But this is the Temperance card in the traditional tarot deck here. Okay? Now, I want you to look very closely. You see how this woman is on the street? You see dipped off this way? The manhole that Rajah McQueen is in is in an alley. And it's in an alley on a dead-end road, but it's an alley. Like in between buildings in an alley somewhere. And you see how this angel figure, this woman here, she does, you know how people do that air painting brush type stuff? Because this is an artist card, okay? So, Rajah could have been in artistry, did something artistic in some type of way. But maybe not. But you see this person here on this card, how she painted this figurine here. This angelic being, you see her draped in the white, but you see how her wings are red, and you see how this trail of blood here is red. She was murdered, and she was put in that alley, in that manhole. Okay? Why did this happen? Because of the high priestess. High priestess talks about secret information, secret knowledge, occultic knowledge. He tried to bribe her with money. A measly 9 of coins, okay? Which the 9 of coins could be a lot of money. This could be $900 to $9,000 is what he bribed her with. To keep quiet about these secrets that she knew. Okay? Now let me show you something else. She came out as Remember when I first started the reading, she came out as a knight of swords. But this girl has either got to be an air sign, or the air signs is coming up because of the truth, because of clarity here, okay? Because she came back out again at the bottom of the deck. You got the Queen of Swords, which clearly shows her. Now this card here says the painter, and you've seen that on the art card there with the Temperance card, which is someone who is an angelic being, okay? Radiant, beautiful type of a person. You understand? Good nature, good spirited type of individual with everybody that she come into contact with or that she knows. On this card here is the Queen of Swords here. It says the painter here. And you see her here with her paintbrushes and different things or whatever. Again, she's draped in white, which shows purity here. Okay? She could have done something artistic. You know, this either could have been as a hobby or as her actual job or career. She could have been artistic in some type of way. This woman has some type of talent, skill, or ability. Whether anybody knew this or not, she did. She could have been a painter. She could have been a drawer. She could have been a writer. She could have done anything artistic or creative in any type of way. She could have sang. This is just saying that she was an artist of some kind. And it doesn't mean that she had to be a professional artist or something. She could have sang in a church. She could have sang in a community choir. She could have worked at her local community centers doing something artistic or something. She was artistic in some type of way here. But the point of the matter is she came back out as the Queen of Swords, okay? After she got this truth, this clarity, knew this truth, this clarity here, she hung around. She hung in suspicion. She waited to see what was going to happen, what was going to be done. Okay? Which is quite interesting that when you look at this person is submerged underwater. And if you look closely at this person's legs were tied. He's got chains wrapped around his legs here. His head has been submerged underwater because this is the card upright here. Okay. So this and then you see how the moon is here, just like that moon that I showed you on the moon card here. Okay. And you see this person was done to them, but you see the money here, the coins, the money here. These individuals was paid to do this to this person. Okay? But do you see how this hangman is upside down? Because if you look like this, if you do turn the card like this, which this will make this card upside down, it would make this person be right side up. When this person was thrown in the sewage, she was thrown down head first. Okay? We have the universe here. The universe is the world card in the traditional tarot deck. Okay? This talks about ending, something coming to an end. They brought this person's life to an end because of what she knew. Yeah. What did she know, Tiffany? About the lies, about the deception, about the manipulation, about the sneaking, the freaking, the creeping, and all the low down dirty doings that was going on behind the scenes that she hadn't got truth and clarity about. Yeah. Because her pastor was the devil. Chained to the devil here. Had addictive patterns of behavior, sex addiction. Intertwined, entangled with sexual affairs with other men. With the devil card here. He has addictions. This pastor here. This person in power here. This person in authority here. He didn't want this to get out. He couldn't have his congregation, everybody finding out how he down low, how he in the closet, how he got his low down dirty doings swept on the rugs and under covers and things. See, he was in fear of being exposed. Of this truth, this clarity coming out about him sneaking and freaking and creeping, lying. And so this is what gave him the motivation. This is what gave the pastor the motivation and determination to move forward, cause a judgment upon the situation, and to kill this person. And she's showing up as a star. She's showing up as a star. Okay? Why? Because she knew about these third-party affairs, these third party situations with him having sex with young boys and other men in the church and probably beyond. But she's seen this. I feel like she's seen this at the church, in the church, on the day that she's seen it. Yeah. And this person knew that if this got out, that they was going to be apprehended, they was going to be arrested, they was going to be stuck, restricted, unable to move, imprisoned about these third party affairs. Well, if you say, well, and this is how you know that multiple people were involved here, okay? This is not just about somebody in power in a leadership position. He could have got embarrassed or disgraced in some type of way if somebody found out, oh, this pastor was gay all along, cheating on the first lady with another grown-ass man in the congregation. He wouldn't have got locked up and went to prison for that. No, baby. These third-party situations here, look, I showed you with the Four of Cups. It was him and another person, member of the church, who's adult, but they was in there with children, somebody underage, having sexual relations with them, and Rajah McQueen seen it, and he silenced her. They silenced her because of this. They caught her while driving, and they ambushed her. Spirit say that this is the truth, that this is clarity, that this is what happened to this young lady. Okay? Now I'm going to get into the spirit reading portion of this, and see, look at here. See, because she knew about this truth and this clarity, didn't I tell you that she was bribed? She received, a messenger came to her to deliver her some type of messages, news, information, communication. This is how she was bribed here. This person wanted to send her a gift, give her money in some type of way to shut her up, to keep her from speaking about what she knew, about what she had seen. I feel like she turned down this offer. She turned down this bribe, and this is what pissed this person off. Okay. See, she's showing up as a young woman here, Rajah McQueen here, but it was the scholar here who sealed her fate. Yeah. Look, didn't I tell you he tried to bribe her? He requested to have some type of reunion, some type of meeting with her. And I believe it was an altercation. They were talking. You see how she got her head turned like, I don't want to hear it. I know you filthy. I know you're nasty. I seen what you was doing. Okay? And we got money here. Reunion with money. He tried to pay her off, and she refused him. She denied him. Okay? And that's when the decision was made. That's when the decision was made to silence her for good. This person, he thought this situation over, and he had some type of conversation with his brotherhood, with his secret society, with other individuals close, because he was in despair at this point. He didn't want this to get out. It was something that she said that made him think that she was going to tell it. She was going to tell somebody. So he went into deep thought about it. He talked it over with his brotherhood. What could he do? See, this person I think he used to be a soldier or something. Okay? But see, look. We have pleasure seekers here with the child. Do you see how these three men are here? I told you it was multiple people that was there. These pleasure seekers here. And she's seen them doing something with a child here. He didn't want this to get out. He didn't want this information to get out because he would have went to prison. This is what he was in sorrow about. So a decision, he looked at her as if she was a foe. Okay? So a decision was made. A decision was made to end this person's life. This person, she was very faithful. Either just a person with a lot of faith or courage or strength. Okay. Held a lot of hope in her heart and different things. But this is what happened with this young lady here. Yeah. He didn't see her as an enemy. Yeah, he didn't want to be sitting in sorrow. He didn't want to risk going to prison should this get out. So he's seeing her as an enemy. And he had her knocked off because of it. Had her knocked off because of it. This person is showing up as a false person. And I be dog. Priest popped up at the bottom of the deck as I was shuffling. This is the priest. This is the pastor. I feel like he may have even, and he's shown up the foe in behind there. Yeah. I'm feeling like this man also proposition. Like, I feel like he had them propositioned her for sex before, like solicited her for sex before and offered to even pay her, like, for it. This is a man in the church. Like, this happened in the church. Okay? Okay, guys, so let me get into the spirit reading here. Okay. Oh, here we go. As you can see here, guys, I have my spirit reading. Give me one quick minute. I want to check something, guys. Okay, guys. So as you can see here, I have my spirit reading. Okay. And this is the portion where I ask my spirit guides direct questions from what I intuitively came up with, which I share with you first, to the theories that I had. Well, it's the theories that I have first, to what I intuitively came up with, to the tarot reading and the extra messages. Okay. I end up coming back in the spirit reading and asking my spirit guides directly about all of these things to make sure, you know, I'm not just thinking this, imagining this, you know, I'm doing multiple things to make sure that how I feel, what I think is absent from what is actually going on. Okay? Because you know how sometimes something can happen, and a lot of people do it, something happened and you be like, oh, such and such probably went on. Yeah, that's what happened. But you don't really know for sure. So I come up with all of this. I do various different things to get answers, and then I directly go to my spirit guides and get clarity of the information that I got. That is what the spirit reading portion is for, and I get direct answers. Okay. More often than not, it's either a yes or no, or it may be unlikely that something was to have happened or something was to occur. Okay. So the spirit reading is as follows. I asked my spirit guides, did Rajah see something that she wasn't supposed to see? My spirit guide said yes. I asked my spirit guides, did Rajah know secret information of some kind that a person did not want her to know? My spirit guide says yes. I asked my spirit guides, did Rajah overhear something that she wasn't supposed to hear? My spirit guide says no. I asked my spirit guides, was someone in power and or in authority involved in having her go missing and or killed? My spirit guide says yes. I asked my spirit guides, was a government official involved? My spirit guide says no. I asked my spirit guides, was a pastor involved? My spirit guide says yes. I asked my spirit guides, is Rajah's family in on what happened to her? My spirit guide says no. I asked my spirit guides, is the person she knew secret information about a family member? My spirit guide says unlikely. I asked my spirit guides, was the person that she knew secret information about someone that she worked with? My spirit guide says no. I asked my spirit guides, is the person that Rajah knew secret information about someone at her church? My spirit guide says yes. I asked my spirit guides, did Rajah speak out about what she knew? My spirit guide says no. She hadn't spoke out as of yet when this occurred. But this person knew that she knew. Like I said, he either seen her standing there watching, or as she passed by and knew that she had seen, or which was the reasoning for the communication into her and tried to bribe her in the first place. Or either she confronted this person and said, hey, I seen this, that, and the other go on, and so forth. Okay, so I asked my spirit guides, was Rajah McQueen killed? My spirit guide says yes, because of what she knew. I asked my spirit guides, was Rajah attacked and murdered by 3 men who were hired hitmen? My spirit guide says yes. I asked my spirit guides, is the Emperor and the Hierophant in my tarot reading the same person? My spirit guide says yes. I asked my spirit guides, is the Emperor and the Hierophant 2 different people? My spirit guide says no. I asked my spirit guides, are the satanic powers that be covering this crime up? My spirit guide says no. I asked my spirit guides, was Rajah body hidden in a manhole sewage system underground? My spirit guide says yes. I asked my spirit guides, did a pastor order the hit on Rajah McQueen? My spirit guide says yes. I asked my spirit guides, was Rajah silenced by a secret society brotherhood? My spirit guide says yes. I asked my spirit guides, did Rajah record or take pictures of what she seen or knew? And y'all know I just keep it real with y'all. At first I got no, but then I got yes. And that's the reason why I told you that there's a possibility that she may have taken pictures of or recorded what she knew. Okay, my spirit guides also told me that Rajah McQueen is near the downtown area of Cleveland, Ohio. Okay, there is a bridge that's and the river or a body of water is under the bridge. Okay, she's nearby there, but she's in a downtown area. Where is the card? Let me show you what I mean. If you look at the Emperor here, if you look at this card here, look behind him, what you see behind him. You see how there's a bridge here? And you see how the river is under the bridge? This is a downtown area. She's in a downtown area, just like that. There's a bridge nearby that goes from either one city to another city, but there's a bridge in a downtown area, and either the river runs, under that bridge or whatever, in the downtown area surrounds it, but she's in an area like that, okay? And my spirit guides are telling me that the downtown area that she is in, like I said, she's in an alley. Okay, and she was put in this manhole here. Okay, so further clarification that I got, my spirit guides tell me that the person that she knew the secret information about, he is a father or a father figure. He is in a position of power. He has authority of some kind. And my spirit guides, I said that he was either a pastor or a government official. My spirit guides did clarify that he is a pastor. Okay. My spirit guides also tells me that he is a part of some type of secret society, and the brotherhood is covering up for him. Okay. My spirit guides tell me that he is black. Okay. And he is a darker complexion of a black man or African American man. Okay. My spirit guides tell me that Rajah seen the person that popped up as the emperor and the Hierophant here, because remember my spirit guides told me that was the same person, which is the pastor. My spirit guides tell me that Rajah seen the pastor with someone who was either white or very light skinned. Okay, and they were involved in a sexual act together, and there was a young boys or children, okay, that was involved, or that was there, or that was in there, okay, and this was all for the purposes of money. Okay, I asked my spirit guys, was it one of the killers who was spotted riding in Rajah's car after her disappearance? My spirit guys said yes. And I put ×2 here because I got a yes, and then I got a yes with an exclamation point. So it either could have been 2 people in that car at the time, or my spirit guides are just double clarifying, but they literally popped out at the same time. I got 2 yeses, just a regular yes, and then a yes, like with an exclamation point, like an urgency type of yes. So there were 2 people that were either in that car that day, or it could have just been one person. My spirit guides is saying that yes, in fact, that was one of the killers, because it was a total of 3 of them that ambushed her and killed her. Okay. My spirit guides tell me that I asked, was Rajah robbed and carjacked and killed in the process? My spirit guide says no, that's not exactly how it happened. Okay. I asked my spirit guides, was Rajah attacked and killed by a boyfriend? My spirit guide says no. These were the other theories that I came up with that I needed to disprove. Okay. I asked my spirit guides, was Rajah involved in a drug deal gone bad? My spirit guides said no. I apologize for that for the family, but I need to make sure that she didn't have any bad habits, or, say something went on with, a bad dealings with some drug dealer or something like that. I had to discredit other, things. That's the reason why I have to ask about the family. I have to ask about things like if she had bad habits or anything like that. That's the reason why I have to ask other things like that. So I'm explaining that because I don't want anybody to get upset with, like, how dare can she ask that? I have to ask everything the same way an officer of the law would look into everything when investigating something. Okay. So I did ask, did Rajah see some illegal activity that was being done by some type of drug dealer or gang members? My spirit guide says unlikely. Okay. I did specifically ask how Rajah was killed. Rajah was shot at, like, her vehicle, like, my spirit guides tell me that she was on her way to work or something early that morning. Okay. And at some point in time, either when she got to a stop sign or a light or something, people began shooting at her. She was ambushed all of a sudden by these 3 guys. Okay. And she was killed in the process. My spirit guides did clarify that she was shot while she was still in her car. Okay. At which time is when these individuals hopped in, and then they went and went elsewhere and disposed of her body and things like that. Okay. So I asked my spirit guides, was Rajah ambushed on her way to work? My spirit guide says yes. I asked my spirit guides, was Rajah killed in the morning time? My spirit guide says yes. I asked my spirit guides, if Rajah was shot at and killed while she was in her car? My spirit guide says yes. I asked, was Rajah's body is Rajah's body in the downtown area of Cleveland, Ohio? My spirit guide says yes. My spirit guides also says that the manhole, the sewer system that Rajah was put in is in some type of alleyway that's in the downtown area. Okay, so it would be a street or a road that's an alleyway, but it's like a dead end street. Like if you was to turn down it would be like in between buildings. Like it could be a building here, and you can drive in between those buildings, but it's an alleyway. So it wouldn't be access to any other street. The only way it would be is if you were able to turn around and come back out that same alleyway. It's like one of those type of things. Or either just back into traffic, but it's got to be enough room. If you think about it, if somebody drove a vehicle in there, for them to be able to turn around and come back out of it. But whatever the manhole thing that they put her in, it's in some kind of alleyway. Okay, and it's in the downtown area. Okay. So I asked my spirit guides, about the three men who ambushed her, who killed her, who were these hired hitmen. My spirit guide said that these men were in their 30s. Okay. And quite to my surprise, my spirit guides tell me that Rajah knew her killers. Okay. And I wondered how this was. So my spirit guides tell me that the three killers were associates of the pastors. So either Rajah had knew these people, like seen these people before, they attended the church before, she knew these people in some type of way. But my spirit guides tell me that she knew her killers, these three men, who were associates to the pastor. Okay. I asked my spirit guides, once again, if Rajah seen the pastor having sex with a young boy and another member of the church or another man, and my spirit guide says yes. Okay, so that was the secret information that she had. That was what she seen that she was not supposed to see. That's the reason she went missing. That's the reason that this poor young lady life was taken. Okay. So give me just a minute. I'm going to see if there's any other information that my spirit guides would like for me to relate to you all. Yeah. We have mature man here. So, this person who's this pastor here, he's obviously a mature man who did this. Remember, I told you he tried to, he's showing up as a false person as well. Remember, I told you he tried to bribe her. He sent her a letter or sent her some type of messages. He may have called her, texted her, emailed her, sent her some type of letter. So police and authorities could be looking for that as well. But she received a message from this person here, who is showing up as false. And it was in an effort that may have been when they met up with one another. Yeah, we have Satan wealth here, okay? He tried to offer her money and maybe some type of position of high honor if she would, turn a blind eye from, what was happening. Okay? Yeah. But I think she turned him down in some type of way. Okay? Because it left him in despair here. Yeah. And that's when he made the decision, it left him in despair and in concern here. You see this card? You see how he's looking worried? How he's sitting here in his office or something. He's looking very worried. He's very concerned about this, okay? This has him in despair here over this situation here. Yeah. And so he caused her death here. We have the death card here. He caused the death of this young lady here. Because, and this is why. Because we have the lovers, we have the child, and we have lovers. because of his affair with someone underage, okay, as well as other men. Yeah, he was dating, or not. I may not. He probably wasn't dating, but he was having sex with another man. But there was also a child that was involved in this equation here of what went on. He didn't want the community to find out about this, okay, because he was married as well, okay. Yeah, and he's showing up as an official person here, and we got the gift here with great fortune here. He tried his best to bribe her with money, but he couldn't buy her. He couldn't buy her, and that's when he made the decision. Um, she then that's when she got this message of concern. Like he may have started sending her threats or having other people to send her threats. Okay. That if she didn't keep quiet, that something was going to happen to her, and that's when this change came about. And we have the journey card here. She set an expectation waiting on this. I don't believe she told anybody that she was getting these threats, and this is probably the reason why she hadn't told anybody yet about what she's seen, what she knew. Okay, because she was sitting, and it was almost like she expected something to happen. She knew something was happening. Remember when the hangman came out with that Queen of Swords? She was hanging around waiting to see what was going to happen. Expectation here. And then they decided one day, we got journey card here. While she was traveling, while she was on her way to work, they caught her off guard. They ambushed her. They killed her. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, goodness. So let me see if there are any other messages, guys, that I need to relate to you all pertaining to the situation here, okay? Yeah. They did something to her body as well. We have here the temple of my body, okay? Coupled with anger and chains. You remember when I showed you the hangman? Remember I showed you those chains that was around his ankles, around his legs, around his ankles? They did something to her body as well. Like they didn't just kill her, get it over with. They did something to this woman's body. That's the reason why temple of my body showed up here in anger and change here. Okay. She was bound, tied up in some type of way, maybe even in chains, and submerged underground, under in that manhole underwater. Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, that concludes today's missing mystery. I do hope that the information has given someone the truth and the clarity that you were seeking pertaining to this missing persons, Rajah McQueen. I am very, very sorry for you all's loss. I send you peace, love, and light to her family, to her friends, to her loved ones, as well as to Rajah McQueen herself. Hold on, guys. I was listening. Okay. Um, okay. As well, guys, do I hope that this information sheds some type of light for police, for authorities to reach some type of, get some type of justice for this young lady, recover her body, and you all be able to solve this case. Okay, so I just hope that the information provided has given you the truth and the clarity that you needed to solve the situation at hand. Okay. Um, I send my condolences to those of you who are grieving over the situation as well, guys, okay? I thank you all for listening and for watching. If you would be so kind to like, share, and subscribe, it would be greatly, greatly appreciated. For those of you who would like to contact me, you can do so at tiffanyziegler60@gmail.com or at tiff.diamond.36@gmail.com. However, if you prefer to contact me by phone, you can do so at 501-478-8035. Okay? If you don't reach me by phone, I'm always checking that phone. Okay, guys? So just please leave a message and I will get back with you at my earliest convenience. Okay? You can call, you can text, or you can send me an email if you prefer to do that. Okay, guys? Oh, for any persons who would like to donate to the channel, you can do so through Cash App. It's greatly appreciated, and I definitely thank you in advance. Okay? You can do so through Cash App, which is $TiffDiamond36, or you can do so through PayPal, which is paypal.me/@36diamond. Okay? As always, guys, take care of yourself, take care of each other, but most of all, take care of your babies. Remember, this is a wicked, wicked world that we're living in. There's wickedness in high places, and there's evil that is lurking around each and every corner, even in a neighborhood near you. So y'all watch your surroundings. Watch the company you keep. Watch the surroundings and the company in which your children are in as well. And considering the fact that you never know when somebody may betray you, backstab you, try to hurt you, or harm you, keep some protection on you. Y'all stay awake, stay aware, stay vigilant, and stay prepared. Because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, baby. Until the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am, created in the image of God.